Complex family. Tonight we're gonna be talking about how I lost my virginity. Yeah, so with no further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so I'm talking about how I lost my V card. Yeah, like virginity. Um, it was in June 2015 or 2016. Um, I went to visit my father because he hasn't been in my life, and I go look for him, and like my father just never really paid me much mind. He just introduced me to my aunt, and then that was basically it. After I met my aunt, um, she had some friends, bad company. Um, so basically we're there, and she and her friends, and they were drinking and smoking, and bear in mind for me, I didn't know nothing about them, to say nothing, know about them something. And she took me around a friend's house. I don't remember the friend's name, but she took me to a friend's house, and shortly after that, I saw some guys come in, and then they had liquor, and they were just doing them. And I've never drank before. That was the first time I ever thought about drinking anything alcoholic, and so we there, and she gave me something to drink. Sorry about that. She gave me something to drink, and basically, it was my first time. So, my head was all dizzy, and, just dizzy. And I decided that I wanted to lay down, and she said, "We can go in the room. That's our friend room." And I went in the room, and I was laying down, and then this guy came in. Bear in mind, I don't know them. This guy came in, and he started taking my clothes off. Bear in mind, I was under the influence, but I remember perfectly. Yeah, so I was under the influence, and shortly after that, he was taking my clothes off, and I was trying to pull up back my clothes because I was like, who is this dude, and what does he want? Why is he taking off my clothes? So he was taking off my shorts. I remember, or I think I was in a skirt. Yeah, I was in a skirt, but he was taking off my skirt and taking off my underwear, and I was like, no, no, no. And he was like, it's okay, and whatever. So I was like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I don't know you, or whatever. And he still prolonged, and he took all my clothes, even though I was trying to get my clothes on. I was telling him to stop, and then he did what he did. And there was, after he did that, what he did, I was there in the room for a little while, and then my aunt's friend, she came in the room, and she saw blood, because Brayman was a virgin, and that was my first time, and I didn't want to do it. It wasn't a lovely experience because I didn't want to do it. So she saw the blood on the bed, and she was like, "Oh, my bed blood up," and stuff like that. And she just started cursing, and she was having, and then my aunt came in the room, and then she realized what happened, and she was like, she was saying, she took me in the bathroom. I remember she took me in the bathroom, and she was like, what happened? And I told her what happened, and she said, why I did it. I said, I didn't want to do it, you just did it. And then she was like, you can charge him and stuff like that, and whatever. By the time I was scared, because the first time I ever got over that place there. And I won't say where, but it's the first time I was going in that area, so and it's a bad area, so I was scared and so forth. So After a while, my aunt went back around her to my father's, and he was there, and I just kept silent because she would get in trouble. um, my father would, beat her up badly and so forth if he found out what happened. And I was scared. I was just scared because I'm just 15, and that just happened. I was scared. So I didn't say it to anybody. And I went home the night, and I was so it's just like my head just going in a different space. Like I just don't know what happened. Like I just went crazy, and I started cutting out myself, like using razors. I was using a razor, and I was just cutting out my skin because I didn't have a relationship with my mom. Like if something happened to me, I wasn't able to speak to her because I was scared. At the moment I was scared, so I just started cutting up my skin, and saying this, my self-esteem got real low, and I was just in a very bad place, and I would shut everybody out and just sit and cut up myself. And my mom didn't know. She didn't know because I didn't say it to her, because I don't want her to think that, oh, I was making it up or I was lying and stuff like that. So I just basically kept it to myself for a year. And how my mom found out, I was just cutting myself away, cutting myself, and she found the scars, and I was like crying. So yeah, I was just cutting up myself and all of that. She just saw the marks, and she started crying, and she was like, why you did this, what is wrong with you, what you're going through. And I was just there, and then I just started crying, and then I eventually told her, and she was like, when did this happen? And I was like, last year. And she was like, why you didn't tell me, and I was like, I was scared to tell you because I didn't want you to do this, I didn't want you to do that, I didn't want you to say I was lying, whatever. And she was just, after I told her, she was like in a really bad place. So she was like, that's my only child, and she should be able to tell me when bad things happen, and things like that. But I overcame it, and I felt better. I know I'd said who it was to my mom, but I didn't get anything out of it. Like she didn't say anything, I really don't know, but nothing didn't come of it. Like she didn't go like to the police or whatever, because it's been a year and whatever, and I was like, I'm scared, you're supposed to kill me, and all of them something there. But I overcame it, and I feel better in myself now, because I'm able to talk about it, because I couldn't be able to talk about it without going back into that dark mindset. So that was it. That's how I lost my virginity. It wasn't happy. I hated sex for a while. I hated sex because I didn't want to have any sex. I hated sex. Then I started doing it, and then I didn't even have any supportive friends like that who I could go to and talk to about it, because all my friends, they weren't friends, they were fake. Because if I said something to them, they would just go and tell other people, and then everybody just know my business. I'm gonna depend on that. So yeah, guys, basically that's how I lost my virginity. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye.